Austin Ferguson.
I'm Dan.
I'm Robert.
We just have a quick video for you guys to get started.
This is us taking off on one of our morning rides here.
Is this the first day?
Third day. We're going to pick this up a little later in the presentation. It's just a little intro.
How many days did it rain?
What?
How many days did it rain out?
It rained for 2, yeah.
Alright, so our big question was, what are the impacts of having students ride to school for a week instead of driving?
Okay, so why did we pick this project? Well, first of all, we think that a lot of kids these days are way too lazy. They think that even just riding your bike a couple blocks to school is something like way out of this world. And we used to ride bikes all the time. I'm sure everybody else did back in like 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade. I mean, we put a lot of miles on those suckers. And there's a lot of benefits to it too, like daily fitness. Everybody knows about that. Saving the environment from your cars.
I'll talk about later how much gas I save, because I rode most.
Yeah, the money factors in too. And then, I mean, if more people who don't necessarily have to drive their cars to school ride bikes, then that would reduce the amount of cars in the parking lot. And I'm sure everybody else knows about how cluttered and crazy the parking lot can get sometimes after school. So that's basically it.
Alright, so how do we do it? We put up flyers like around school and try to encourage other people to ride their bikes. And as the week went on, we got more and more people to come out and ride, mostly probably because the weather got nicer as the week went on. And so yeah, we decided to have a ride your bike to school week.
Our preparation and our getting our advertisement out, that was the big thing. Definitely our flyers were a big reason, like some people did, and mainly near the end of the week. And I was also putting up on Twitter, bike or not. We had a hashtag bike or not as our title, you can tell from our title.
Yeah.
And we had a few participants with that, and that just got people just knew about that from Twitter and Instagram.
Okay, so people in the community that we tried to reach out to was our peers, our fellow students, because we thought that we'd have the best chances of connecting with them, seeing as we are one of them. And we just basically tried to tell them the same things that we were thinking about the benefits, the cost, and fitness, and that's basically the impacts.
We kept track of the weather and everything each day. Monday was our first day. We weren't really sure what to expect, like how we were to leave. And we left at about 7, and we got to school at like what 7:10, 7:15.
Yeah,
so we were here way early. And it was pretty chilly that day. It was 46 degrees, cloudy. It was pretty windy. We got nice in the afternoon, though, but
Yeah, the ride home was way better, and that was with most days, except as you see later, days when it rained. day 2,
Yeah.
that was the day it rained. And we only had 3 participants, us.
Yeah.
So weather was a big factor, obviously. And Greg helped us out. We were lucky to get our clothes dried at school. And that was also on Instagram and stuff. I'm sure some of you saw that. So that got people going for riding bike to school.
All right, Wednesday was our first decent weather day, 53 degrees, pretty sunny. We had 10 participants that day, and by Wednesday, we actually started to kind of enjoy ourselves riding to school because we got to hang of it, waking up early, meeting in Austin's, and I mean, we knew what time we had to leave, and it was pretty relaxing actually.
Yeah, kind of just woke us up for the day too. Get our blood going.
Thursday was another nice day. Well, I mean, it was a little chilly, but at least there was no rain. And we had 15 people come out and ride, and warmed up in the afternoon. Might have rained a little bit. Did it rain? Yeah, a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
But we definitely had more participants. And as we said before, as the weather got better, we just kept having more. So Friday, our last day. I guess we were a little happy being done riding our bikes to school, but at the same time, we learned that it wasn't that hard, and we could do this probably the whole school year if we really wanted to. And we should probably. So we had 18 participants. That was our biggest day, and that was a fun week.
Okay, so feedback first off. Okay, first off feedback, we got an interview with Greg, the hall monitor, about the impacts that biking has had on him.
Excellent. I think riding your bike to school is beneficial.
You bet it's beneficial. I mean, a full bike back here costs water to drink and it's cheap. All those gas guzzling cars out there, great exercise from it. Good way to wake up in the morning on your way to school. So yeah, bike riding is very beneficial.
Totally agree. How does riding your bike affect you?
How does riding my bike affect me? Good question. I ride a bike since I was 5 years old, and just to get out of the neighborhood when I was little and in college because I could get to a class faster than my classmates in the car. Pull right up the front door and your bike rack. You're in school just like here. That's why you should ride your bike to school here. After college and middle-aged years, I took some tours. Went down to Georgia for a few years, 4 or 5 years. Rode my bike down there to see my sister just for the fun of it. It was a lot of fun. And now I ride 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 miles a year. Do a couple long tours each summer. So I really enjoy riding my bike.
All right, where around town do you like riding your bike?
Well, I live down by Elma, and I'm happy to be about 200 yards from the Fred Meyer Rail Trail. It's 8 feet of paved asphalt that goes from Elma to Greenville, 42 miles. Nothing better during the summertime. Get up with the sun, listen to the birds sing, and put in 50, 60, 70 miles. It's a beautiful way to see the world at 14, 15 miles an hour. Sun's coming up, the wind hasn't started blowing yet. Lots of nature out there. Just a great way to experience the day from start to finish. Fred Meyer Rail Trail, riding.
All right, thanks, Craig.
Yeah.
All right, so that was the interview, and even though the weather the week of our project wasn't that good, we actually still did get a couple people, to.
And that was
give us
actually the
some
last
feedback.
day, right there in that interview.
That was the last day when the interview happened. And,
See how nice it was and how many bikes we had.
yeah, and not everybody rode their bikes. We actually had a couple people rollerblade to school. Obviously, as you can see, I'm pretty sure Miss Enos actually rollerbladed here one day during that week. So some people it's the same effects basically, just taking it into their own right.
Couple more wheels.
It's in there.
But,
Yeah, but you save plenty of gas. I mean, I only drove my car that weekend, and I usually use up like half a tank, and this week I only used like a quarter, and that was just because I drove on the weekend. So you definitely save a ton of gas. I'm sure if you only drove on the weekend for like a month, you probably use just like one tank of gas for a whole month, I bet.
You know, it actually woke us up in the morning. I know for me, usually I show up the first hour looking like a zombie, but this week I was pretty much awake by the time we got to school, so that really helped out.
Yeah, big stress leader too. Just riding, just clears your mind.
And it was, I mean, I rode home a lot by myself because these two had baseball and golf. So it was a good alone time. It wasn't like, I mean, it's not depressing just riding bikes. But definitely a good way to just ride home after the long day of school. That's your presentation.
You guys the one thing we do.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, you go first.
Yeah, sure. So one thing I took away from it was I remembered how fun it was, and how many good memories I had with the boys back in middle school and so on, making more memories through high school, and that I also can save a lot of gas.
One thing that I took away from it was that it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was just going to be a burden to get up every day and ride a couple miles to school, but it really wasn't that bad. I'd do it. If these guys rode with me every day, I'd do it.
Yeah, pretty much the same thing. I mean, I brought back a lot of memories from back in the day and made some new ones too. It's fun.